Hey everyone, I hope your Sunday is excellent. So, in this video, I'm talking to you about all the products that did not work for 2021. All right. So, first product is this is Wet n Wild Enhance and Define Mega Wear. All right. And first I'm going to show you, I'll go ahead and show you what it did in a minute. All right, so I got this at the dollar store. It's not on Wet n Wild's site. All right, so this is what it looks like, and this is definitely, it's in black. All right, so this is what the brush looks like. All right. Okay, so what it says it does is to enhance fullness while adding color. Contains provitamin B5, soy protein, helping to condition lashes and leaving them looking and feeling healthy. All right, so it says full healthy lashes, and then it shows clean definition. All right, and this is what it did. So so this is what it did. You can see my lashes at the top there. They look all singled out and grouped together. Okay, that's what it did. And I disliked that so much, I remember stopping the video and shutting the review down. I wore it and took some photos of it during the day and saw it was doing that, and I didn't like that so much. So, this is a no for me, but it might, if you come in contact with this, it might work for you. Now, this is not on their site. They had one similar to this, but it wasn't this exactly. So, all right. So the next thing is Maybelline Unstoppable in Onyx. It's non-matte pencil. All right. And this did not stay for me. I lined on my waterline and my top lash line, and it did not work for me at all. It says all day wear, glides on smoothly, easily lines and defines eyes. But it didn't last. So that's it. But it is a swivel, but it doesn't sharpen. This one does not sharpen at the end. All right, and this is what it looks like. So this for me was a no. Okay, so then the next one, Covergirl Perfect Point Plus Eye Pencil. All right, and it says self-sharpening tip, perfect line, easy to apply. All right, and one thing I did not understand about this, it says it's water resistant. It does have a sharpener. Wait a minute here. Yeah. Wait, let me see if I can take this out. No, I don't think it does. Let me see if I can get the back part of this out. I thought it said self-sharpening. Oh, it says self-sharpening. Smudger tip. Blends color easily. It says self-sharpening liner glides on smoothly. All right, so this is what it looks like. And I guess I don't understand the self-sharpening. You can scroll up, but you cannot scroll back down again with this, which I didn't like. And it's got this, if you can see it, it's got like it's in a holder, if you will, in a holder, like it's in another clear pencil holder scroller thingy. If you try, excuse me, if you try to go backwards, you can't. To scroll down, you can't do it. All right, you can only scroll up. And that plastic thing in the middle, let me see if I can get a really good up close. There's this plastic, see that? And then below that is the outward black product holder. It's got that, and it's as it scrolls up as the pen scrolls up. I don't know. I just personally found it kind of odd. All right, but it didn't last. For me, it was similar to Maybelline. So, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird to work with. So for me, this was out. And another thing I didn't like with the scrolling up and you can't go back down with it, my thought was if it comes in contact with the lid, I mean, it could smush it and damage the eye product. So for me, this was no. Now, the only thing it has at the bottom is a smudger, but it does have a smudger. Okay, so this was out for me. This was a no. Then the next thing is this was new. I bought this off. It was at Walmart. It was display Carter Beauty Supreme Liner. Okay. And this is, I kept the tip out because I needed to wash it. And then I thought, well, I'll just leave it out. But comes with the applicator. And the thing I didn't like about, just a minute, the product is, look at that. I didn't like the application, and I'm going to show you how this product goes on. I haven't used it since I reviewed it, and I won't be using it at all. But I did keep it, so we could see the application of the product. So this is the way it goes on, and I didn't like it at all. It is not creamy. It is creamy. Okay, it is creamy, but okay, so this is what it's like. Okay, this is exactly what it looks like. All right, now I'm going to show you, if you didn't see that, how it applied. And this has a texture. All right, it had a texture when I reviewed it. And this is what it looks like now. Also, after the display, I didn't see it in the cosmetics aisle. I'm talking about the entire Carter Beauty cosmetics. So, but this brand was based out of Ireland. Carter Beauty by Marissa Carter. And yeah, she's based, it's either Ireland or Scotland. I did look her up, but I haven't looked I haven't went back to check her out again. So You know, it's kind of messy. And then, like I said, it has a texture. It does not, you know, go on smoothly. And then it left a texture on my eyes, which I didn't like at all. So, I reviewed it and showed the texture, and then I was pretty much done with this. So I haven't used it since. And um, so that is all for Carter Beauty. I can look it up and see if I can find it, um, um, so that you can see a closer view. But it just was not. It's not user friendly. I mean, it's not smooth. It doesn't look like an actual eyeliner. I don't know. Some sort of product, but not that. Alright, so this was about the same time as this is what the liner looks like on. Alright, and as you can see, it kind of wore off and did a weirdness on the inside. And then it's got this like bumpiness going across my lash line. It's not smooth. My Milani liner is a really smooth pitch black line, and this is not. It's not smooth at all. It's very textured, all right, and somewhat bumpy. And this was also about the time my lashes. Um, it was about this time that I was using this Wet and Wild. All right, and it did. That's what it did. So that was about the same time. And my lashes didn't look good. I mean, the liner wasn't good either. So, you know, I just, I reviewed it once and then I was done. So that is all for that. So, all right, the next thing is Lorac. And this is Lorac Pro. Okay, pomade. And this is the brush. Um, and this, it did um, something really similar to this product. So this is what Lorac did. Instead of fanning them out, up on my top lash line, it grouped them took several per group. So it looked like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 lashes instead of like a great big fan. That's what it did. It grouped them all together. So, I did not like Lorac at all. It just did not work well on me. So, all right. So the next thing, let's see here. This is Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss. All right. And, you know, I thought I would try a lip gloss, but, um, you know, just kind of light. Not really with a color or anything, just to see. Um, and, you know, it was pretty inexpensive, so I went in and got it. So, this applies like a lip gloss. It truly does. This is the doe foot, but it wears like a lip balm. Okay, it doesn't sit on your mouth, the lips like a gloss. It soaks right in like a lip balm, and then you have to apply, you know, 15 to 30 minutes later, and that's continual. So, I So it's okay, but you know, unless you want to be applying constantly, you probably won't like that. Okay, so the next is baby skin and instant pore eraser. So this sort of reminds me of um, a primer that Elf had that I bought once. It looks like it. I mean, it feels like it. It's it kind of reminds me of like a grease. All right. And I couldn't really tell, you know, with most primers that you use when you put the primer on, it's a liquid or it's a silicone or, you know, like a moisturizer, and you can tell when it's on your face and you might have to, you know, rub it all over your face or whatever area you're needing that primer, T-zone, whatever, and you know when it's applied, and you know when you know applied it enough, it's either tacky or it has sunk into the skin quickly, and you know you're ready to apply. This did not do that, and um, you know, I didn't know it was supposed to be like that. Um, so I just went ahead and applied foundation because I didn't know if I was going to have to sit there and wait for a while or what. So this was a fail immediately for me. I didn't like it. I didn't like the texture of it, the way it applied. You know, most foundations, you know, immediately. Like I know that Laura Geller Spackle, it 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 it's a very thick primer with a lot of slip. It doesn't drip, it doesn't run, it just stays where you put it. Um, but it's also tacky on the skin. It sits on the skin and you have to wait a little bit for it to set. Um, Even if it's a little tacky, sometimes I do, you know, I apply. But I know with this, I didn't know. And it really just sat there. So this was a no for me, and I really didn't notice anything else about it that worked. So that was out. Now the next one that's similar to that is Master Prime. Um, this is another one. Visually blurs imperfections and reduces appearance of pores. Primes for smoother looking, even skin. Lightweight, non-oily formula. Does not clog pores. This is another one. Now the texture of this is smooth. I mean, it's not like baby skin, but again, you're I'm it's another silicone, and I mean, you know, it's okay, but um, you know, I just couldn't really tell if it was supposed to set or if that's the way it went on and that's it. Um, so and you know, it really hasn't worked for me. Um, I know when a primer's worked. Well, I'll show you my face without makeup, without foundation, and then I'm going to show you what happened. This is when I know that the foundation, the primer, not the foundation, well, that too, but when the primer's worked, is when it looks exactly the same. Just a minute, I'll show you. So I've been using that primer, Maybelline, and this is what it, okay, so before I show you that, I'll show you what my face looks like. Okay, so this is my face without foundation, all right? This is my natural skin tone. I mean, all my face looks like this, including my chin. So, This is my face with foundation, all right? And as you can see going down toward the bottom, my chin is the exact same tone as the top portion of my face. There's foundation there, and it looks exactly the same. So when I see this right here, just a minute, I want to show you. Okay, so when this happens, when I'm wearing foundation, that means the pore primer that I've used, there should be foundation there, all right? And there isn't. It's faded away. So that tells me that the pore primer I'm using didn't work, okay? Because the pore primer is supposed to put up a barrier there. And I know it works when at the end of the night, there's foundation on my chin and I have to actually scrub it off my chin. This is a fail. This did not work. At the end of the night, if my chin is tacky, really tacky, and the foundation is gone, the primer failed. So, with a lot of pore primers, they go through a test. If they are working, the foundation's on my chin, and I'm removing it off my chin at the end of the night. If it didn't work, that's what happened. Okay? It got through the primer and removed the foundation. So that's the test that foundations, no, that primers go through. You know, that's the test that they go through when I buy them. Because if the foundation guarantees, that it's for combination or oily skin, and it goes through the primer, but it hits the foundation does its job, then okay. But that, I mean, I have had matte foundations, which most time I use matte foundations, and for the most part, they do their job. But um, most of the time, I use a pore primer, not just to hide pores, but to use as a barrier for oil, because having combination skin, it will come out. So, oh, and you also see that's what my chin looks like without makeup. Now, there's a little bit left there, just a little bit. You can see it, but that's what my chin looks like all the time without foundation. So, if I'm seeing that at the end of the night, the primer failed. So, this is a fail for me. All right. So, it can blur pores, but um it needs to. Now, I'll tell you what, I do have a pore primer that not just blurred the appearance of, but closed them. um that's in another video, you'll see that coming up, but it did well closing pores completely. And I know when it's good primer that way. So I'll get into that more in a different video. All right. So yeah, this didn't work for me. It's okay, but no. So now the last thing in this video is uh, Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers glitter palette. And I have done extensive videos on this glitter palette. And I will now they don't have this palette on Wet n Wild anymore. They did for a very, very long time. I will put all the links. I'll put the link all about this glitter palette in the description box so you can check it out. But, oh, I apologize. So the thing about this glitter palette that I didn't like is the glitter first comes when you first buy it encrusted. The top portion is encrusted with glitter, and it's really beautiful palette. So then you take your finger and you put it in the very top and take off the top part, all right? And it's encrusted with glitter and it's just beautiful. But then it's this underneath, this goo that this glitter sits in, and the goo doesn't set. And I'm going to swatch a few so you'll see. Oh, and it does that too. It doesn't set, it doesn't lay on your skin well, and it's a mess. It's just really messy. And it'll come up on your clothes, and if you happen to come in contact with something as you're walking by, it'll come off on that. And I tried setting spray, I tried all sorts of stuff to keep it on, like you would a different uh, you know glitter in a different way, and it just didn't work. Now, I did a glitter palette, Hard Candy's glitter palette versus Wet n Wild, and to show the difference in a glitter palette that works the way it's supposed to and this glitter palette. And I will also put that, but the original, in the original video I did of this, there are several links in the description box of that video showing you all the other videos that have to do with this. So this is a major no. But another thing I want to point out to you about this, which I really, really heavily went into in those videos, is down here at the bottom, it says right around, well, on this, it doesn't say it there. Right underneath the ingredients, it says not for use around eyes or lips. So it is not an eyeshadow. It's not for eyes at all. All right? They put it down there underneath the ingredients. Which of you turned it around to look? But I do, because that's what I do. So it's not for eyes. It's not for your face at all. All right. So it's just a body glitter, but they don't say that. And then on the website, they did say you could put it wherever you wanted. No, that's not what it says on the back. So between that and the way this glitter palette is, this is a major fail. So my thought is save your money. If it does go back on the website, it's a miss. If it's in the store, it's still a miss. So the one palette that I would point to that really does work and does do what it says is Hard Candy. Hard Candy has got glitter palettes that are awesome. They they are beautiful. Let me see. I'll show you. Let me show you a sample of the Hard Candy palette, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is an absolutely beautiful palette, and it works. One more. We will leave this with a really excellent note. Just a minute here. All right, so this is Hard Candy's Glitteratzi gel palette. All right, and this one is Call Me Sparkles, and they have in store at Walmart several of these palettes, different ones, of course, but different color combinations and stuff. But I wanted to show you a glitter palette that actually works very quickly before I'm done. So I'm going to do a swatch of each one so you can see. Now the first one is pink at the bottom next to the gold. And I'm going to show you really quickly what this looks like. And you will see what a glitter palette, a really good glitter palette. These retail $5, I think, in store at Walmart. So I use these for eyeshadow, okay? And, you know, they go on better than this, but I'm hurrying along here. Last time I did swatches with this, they lined, I mean, right away. And well. Okay. So, this is a palette that really does what it says. And there is no gel goo. None. I mean, there is just a little bit for adherence to your skin. All right, but look at that. Look how beautiful that is. My favorites are the one, this right there, and the last one are my absolute favorites. But this is what glitter should look like. All right. So that is all for this video. Another video is coming your way, and later. So everyone, have a great weekend. If I don't see you again before Monday, not Monday, yeah, or you know, sometime before next week, the middle of next week anyway. I'm sure I will, but I don't know. So if I don't, I'll see you sometime at the latter half of the week. I have a palette coming in, and some different things that I want to do. So, but I wanted to get this up first, and then I've got another video coming similar to this one, not exactly though. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Lurkers, you know you want to subscribe. Incoming subs, welcome. And subs, thank you for subbing. And to all my new subs, welcome. Thank you for subbing. And everyone, have a great weekend. Have a great evening. And have a great Monday tomorrow. And have a great upcoming week, everyone. All right, everyone. I will see you all in my next video.